Canada was set to have this radical expansion of MAiD come into effect this year, but fortunately the Liberals delayed implementation by 1 year after leading experts, including the chairs of psychiatry at all 17 medical schools, said that Canada isn't ready for MAiD and mental illness. And the leading medical professionals said that Canada isn't ready for two fundamental reasons. The first is that it is impossible to accurately predict irremediability. Under the law, in order to qualify for MAiD, someone must suffer from an irremediable disease or illness. In other words, one must suffer from a disease or illness in which they are not going to get better, and that they are in an irreversible state of decline. Medical professionals said this can't accurately be predicted, and so therefore, persons who could get better, who could go on to lead healthy and happy lives, will have their lives prematurely ended.
That pretty much sums it up. It started, as you mentioned, from somebody suffering from, say, cancer, where the treatment is no longer offered, to what we have now when people are going through mental health. And like we've all said, it's a very dark path.
Well, these are, as I said, fundamental clinical issues. As Dr. Ellis noted, irremediability being one. Another is it is difficult for clinicians to assess whether someone with a mental illness, whether in the context of MAiD they are making a rational request or one motivated by suicidal ideation. And that's underscored by the fact that in approximately 90% of deaths by suicide, persons have a diagnosable mental illness. All of these issues are significant. They're not going to be resolved in 3 years, just as they were not resolved in the past year when the Liberals put a 1 year pause. So it's why we are calling on the Liberals to not kick the can down the road further, but simply scrap this expansion.